Top of the morning, folks. It is, I think it's like 5 in the morning. No, it's 6 in the morning, actually. And today, I am making my first post to my Matrix hacks. But before we can start hit hacking the Matrix, we first got to have some basic rules and foundations so that we can have something to reference and build on. So today, I'm doing a quick initial post explaining what is or who is God, because we have so many different religions, so many different belief systems, and these systems have been used. Excuse me, I took my other earring out. Um, these systems have been used to kind of divide everybody, um, having everybody believe that they have a different God. Um, the problem is all of these religions and new age shenanigans, all of that still brings you back into division, back into confusion, and it also brings you to a point where you're pushing your idea of who and what God is outside of yourself. So a lot of this conversation, I'm going to reference the Bible. Now, everybody runs around and says, "Oh, the Bible is a lie." Da 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 da. Let me be the first one to tell you, the Quran is not a lie. The Holy Bible is not a lie. Understand that. The Book of the Dead is not a lie. The Numa Elish is not a lie. The Emerald Tablets, they're not lies. That has nothing to do with lie. The only part of that is a lie is the person who is quote unquote teaching the information, because they're teaching the information from a tainted perspective. It's either one, they don't really have a true understanding and they was taught or misinformed, and so they passing that down, or two, they're aware of the truth and they intentionally misinform you for the purposes of this matrix we live in, this system that we live in, the pyramid that you live in. So first off, I want to get you to understand that these books are not lies. These are books of old, and they still are valid today. The problem is a lot of us do not have the key. We don't have the proper understanding. We don't know where we should be reading this from. And a lot of the stuff in there sounds like something from the imagination. Now, if you grew up in any of these religions, then you know that you've taught that these stories and allegories are to be taken literal. Then as you become older, you grow up and you're taught, oh no, it's not literal, it's pure allegory. So um I want to be the first one to tell you that no, it's very literal. You need to understand where you are, what you are, and what this is talking about. Now, is there um how do I say it? Is there a way that this can be broken down so that you guys can understand? Yes. Are the keys available? Yes. Well, people who teach it make it seem like the keys are not available? Yes. And this is because you have a system in place that has put you to sleep and everybody else to sleep. Okay. And so there's no questioning, there's no challenge. The problem with these books is that you have these quote unquote preachers that quote unquote teach the word. Um, and then the congregation never follows up and actually takes the time out to do the work, to do the study, to do the scholarship so that they can have their own clear understanding of what these texts are saying, and then they can apply them. You can't apply anything if you don't understand what it's built on. And so all of these texts is built on this principle of as above, so below. If you can understand your inner world and your body, then you can understand the whole entire system because it's all exactly the same. somebody on YouTube who breaks this down, I mean, on another level, and has been able to build his own science so that he can explain it in a way that most can understand if they open up their mind, is who Solace. Shout out to him. He's dope as hell. He's hard to deal with because he's blunt. But if you don't have thin skin and you can deal with somebody just straight up telling you when you're being stupid, I think you can, you can mob on his channel. But I'm gonna be the first one to tell you, if you can't deal with none of that, don't even take your ass over there because he real raw. I mean, I've never met him personally, but I've even been cursed out before, which is no problem. I don't care. Curse your ass out back. It's no problem. Lose no sleep. So let's get into the beginning. So we're talking about who is God. God is you. Not in the physical sense though. And this is where everybody gets it twisted in this new age of bullshit. Everybody's saying, I'm God, I'm God. But you don't know God. So how could you be God? It's impossible. God is the conscious mind in you. He is thought. In tarot, God would reside in a suit of air or the suit of swords because he is pure thought. Okay, that does not require a body, it doesn't require anything physical, and that energy is so huge and so powerful that it can't have a name, it can't have a face, it can't have a shape, a color, or a creed. It doesn't even subscribe to any of that bullshit, nor does it subscribe to any of the gray areas that human beings create. So let's get to the beginning. In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God. That is true. Word being sound. Is that the creator? No. In the beginning was the word, was the man, the first man to bring word into existence. When word came into existence to a indigenous group of people who only communicated in sound, like music, you now brought a power over these people because you're able to mold their perception and understanding of the reality. When in the beginning, before we were, I guess you could say, colonized or modified, or however you want to put it, we were indigenous people living in functioning as a whole in the network of things that was put here by the creator. We didn't have differences. So for example, when we give birth to a child, that child is born and we give it a name. We give it its identity. We give it its purpose. We give it goals. We have the society and the community that dumps all of this information into the mind of the child, disconnecting the child from the creator. Our indigenous, though, when they gave birth to their children just were. There was no name. There was no, this one is better, this one ain't. There was no, this one is black, this one is white. There was no, this one was up and this one. They didn't do that. Everybody was born into this world being able to be whoever they were and whatever their perception was as they began to grow. They were able to bring in their own reality and interact with the world on their own terms. Now, we don't have that. And I'll use this as an example. I say to people all the time that there's no such thing as a stupid child. Every child is a genius. Society makes them stupid. Why is this? Because society imposes their concepts, ideologies, religions, belief systems, ways of thinking on the child, scrambling the hell out of the child's brain, dumbing them down as they get older, programming them, resetting them, programming them. The child never knows who they are by the time they're freaking 21. They have no clue who they are. All they know is what society, mom, dad, and the school told them they were. So when we get into God, think of God as nothing but mind, pure, untapped, untainted thought, complete perfection, complete stillness, complete darkness, complete silence. This is why we are the mark of the beast, the 666. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. That comprises us on several different levels of the existence. Outside of that, though, it proves that we are the opposers to the creator. Because if the creator is darkness, complete stillness, complete silence, complete harmony and oneness, we have to be opposing that. I'm sitting here talking to you. The creator does not talk. I move. The creator does not move. I'm sitting here in light. This is artificial. The creator does not function in artificial light. We are light beings with complete electrical systems running through us. We are light. When you read your Bible, when they asked Jesus who he was, he tell you he was the light and morning star. Read the Bible later on and you get into the New Testament, and who does Lucifer tell you? He tells you he is the night and morning star. So we know that they are both the same, just two different spectrums. When you're dealing with these ancient texts, you don't have a gray area. You're dealing with black and white. Is there such thing as hell? Absolutely. You live it. You're here. Everything that describes what hell is, right here. Is there such thing as a heaven? I wouldn't say that there is a heaven, but I would tell you that the same way you were born out into this realm, you were a substance. You were you were something that was ejaculated out on a microscopic level into your mother, and you grew over a short span of time into this physical flesh meaty being. When you die, you're going to leave this flesh body, and you can consider this a birth. You have died several times already. You just don't remember. You was killed, you died when you left out your father and went into your mother. Okay? That was a whole death and rebirth. And you didn't want to die then. And so here you are in on this level, and you're living and you are believing that you are this body, which you are not. You might as well say this body is a vehicle that you drive, or that the creator drives. He literally hops in the body, has his experience for the day, lets go of the wheel though. He puts it on auto drive and lets you rock. He just here to see for the experience. The problem is, what do y'all do with this energy that y'all get every morning when y'all wake up? That's where the creator is. You close those eyes, he up out of there. You open them eyes, he's back here. The thing is, what are you doing with the creator's energy when he lends it to you? Because when you look at these holy texts and they talking to you about the raising of the dead, you are technically dead without this energy that pops back into you on a daily and consistent basis. Without that, you are just there. No consciousness. Like, think about that. Think about somebody who's in a coma. They body, everything is functioning, but God ain't there. The creator is not there. So that's a problem. So this is what y'all got to start connecting with. Have an SAP. This is who y'all need to talk to. This is who y'all need to understand. If everybody want to be into these religions or spiritualities or whatever it is that y'all choose, no matter what level it's on, you need to find the understanding of what the creator is and who he is and where he is. Okay, these churches and synagogues, they have you praying outside of yourself. While the book is telling you that you are the temple. The creator lives and resides within you on a daily and consistent basis. He leaves every night, your body regenerates, heals itself from the prior damage of the day, and that energy that was loaned to you from source, well, that energy returns back to the source and gets to telling about everything that you did for the day. Whether it was right, wrong, indifferent, whether you understood whether it was right, wrong, and indifferent. This is the witness that's talked about in the Bible. This is the witness that sits on the side of the throne with God and rats your ass out every day. Meanwhile, you have no idea because you are so distracted by everything else that you never even stop to wonder or think about why and how and what's going on when I fall asleep and lose complete consciousness. Where is my consciousness going? What's going on when I'm dreaming? Is that a real realm? What happens over there? Why can't I remember everything in that? Like, this is that realm that you go to in death. It's like peeling back the layers of an onion, literally. So you peel off the body, now you're only the spirit and the mind. You peel off the spirit and now you're only the mind. The problem is if you don't have a proper uh growing with the mind to an extent, you won't know that experience, okay? Because the hell is when the final body that you live in, which is this universe, when that finally folds and crashes, baby. And you have not taken the opportunity to use this instrument or this machine, your body, to tune your vibration and match your vibration with the creator, you're gonna die trapped in the body. The creator won't die. There's no such thing. He's eternal life forever. But because you have no relationship with that energy, like the Bible say, when you come running to him, he will not know you. It will not know you. You never established a relationship. The reason you are here is because your body is a tunable instrument. You are able to adjust your vibration here in the physical body. I don't think that you will be able to be doing any adjusting of vibrations in the spiritual realm. Once you're in the spiritual realm, you are stuck at your vibration. And then you have to wait for this body that you live in to die so that you can so that it's determined whether you go back with the creator or your ass die with the body. If you're vibrating low and you're stuck down this way, and these systems, the chakra systems, the throat chakra, the heart chakra, which is a good chakra to be at in the heart chakra, or the sacral chakra, or the solar plex chakra. God don't live down here. The only place you're going to meet with the creator at is here. And this is why you'll see a lot of the ancient people in constant meditation. Now, in your Bible, it tells you that whatever a man comes into contact with, that's what he is stuck with. You're also told that the eyes is the window to the soul. Hello, how are you, Achi? And so it is. Now, I'm going to explain this to you before I get, okay, I got to cook breakfast. So the eyes are the window to the soul. And anything that a man comes into contact with, yes, he is stuck with. Only because we here have not learned how to break down our subconscious and rebuild it up. We have not learned how to break down our belief systems and rebuild it up. Now, everything that you take in, let's use an example. You say, you in a relationship and you say, I'm not messing with that dude no more.
Mommy.
Yes.
When I came in the living room, the lights turned off.
It's supposed to. There's a sensor in the hallway. Goodbye. Go sit down.
But it's not going to turn back on.
What are you talking about? It's a sensor in the hallway. He walked past it, the lights come on because he's scared of the dark. Now he's complaining. Excuse me. You're on the camera. You have no clothes on. Goodbye.
But
that way. You see these kids? That's the creator.
Can you help me?
Help you do what?
To turn the lights back on.
No, you don't need no lights back on. Go your butt back upstairs.
I want to eat.
I'm getting ready to cook. This is where the creator lives, in complete darkness. This is what it looks like. Think of this. No, leave it. Go upstairs. Stop. I don't want the lights on. You better run. Sorry, y'all. So this, when you think of the creator, this is what you should think of right here. This is the creator. Period, point blank, bottom line, you cannot go wrong. This is why your ancients used to stay in constant meditation. One, if your eyes are closed, then you cannot pick up any information in this reality and it will not be stuck in the subconscious. That's one. Two, if you are, in constant meditation, you got your breathing in order, you are able to put your body into that proper trance, you're training your mind to interact with that level of energy. Everybody somewhere along the line thinks that, oh, I close my eyes, I stay still, I don't move. That's it, I'm meditating. But you're not. Okay, a meditation, real meditation is a mixture of breathing in a way that will put you into a trance. It's a hypnotization, self hypnotizing situation where you put your body into a relaxed state where you then are able to retune your instrument to vibrate where you need it to. And that's where you connect with the creator. But y'all got to first figure out how to break down these old belief systems, which is what I'm going to be talking about in the next video. Because without that, nothing we talking about in here is going to even matter if you are not able to break down your old belief systems. The other thing that we're going to be discussing is this misunderstanding of death and what it is and why we fear it. Because our ancestors did not fear death. We're the only fools that get up every day worrying about dying. At some point, we don't do a lot of things because we fear death. We just retarded. So we got a whole lot of revamping in the mind to do. There's nothing wrong with interacting with the religions. The problem is that you need to take the time out to do the research and the study yourself, not allow someone else to read the books to you. As you know, every one of these books tell you do not add or remove any words, because what happens, you can take one word out of a whole paragraph and it changes the whole meaning of it. So this is why it's important for you to get the understanding, and in order to do that, you're going to have to be a little bit scholarly and treat this like it's a college assignment if you're really trying to understand the spiritual realm and how to navigate through it. As far as um damn, I just lost my train of thought. As far as these Bibles and the Quran, I feel like the best way for us to do this together is for me to literally grab the Bibles, go to the different chapters and verses in the Bible that most people know off the back, and break it down for you. Simple as that. Because there's a lot of things that you can get out of these books that can help you navigate through this matrix. But you can't get caught up in this worshiping everything and following and cult like BS. Is all shenanigans to keep you distracted while you're interacting with all of these things and getting caught up in all of these things. You have lost all of your skills to survive without even knowing it. Simple as that. Yeah, most of us don't even know how to filter some damn water at minimum. We don't know half of the basic herbs and things of that nature so that we can heal ourselves and feed ourselves. This is what y'all need to be. This should be a religion if y'all gonna have a religion. Because as long as y'all are following someone else that's reading something to you that you are not then following up with, you're setting yourself up for the fail. Your creator gives you a spark of his energy so that you can be conscious and aware every single day. The creator is nowhere else but in there. And if you want to interact with him, then you're going to have to learn how to get in there. So that's what we're going to be doing while we are learning how to hack the matrix with our minds. in our hearts, of course. But I'm gonna cook breakfast for the baby, and then I'm thinking about doing a reading on the lovely Nipsey. Big, colossal size recap. So I will see y'all in about an hour, and I'm going to get my notes organized for the next post. This was a random first post because y'all know I'm just like whatever, everywhere, all the time. So this is my first random post into, that category, that playlist. But Nipsey, the supersized recap is coming. I'm going to be talking about everybody. Lauren, Nipsey. I'm going to be talking about Cameron Civil. I'm going to be talking about Cowboy. I'm going to be talking about Eric Holder. I'm going to be talking about shit, a whole bunch of people. All of them. Okay, so we're going to be probably working with about two decks in the bones. So I'll see you guys. I don't even have my watch, but I will see y'all guys in about an hour and a half. Oh, and remember, you are mind, making you available and having the tools that you need to meet with the creator. Because once you do, you ain't gonna need nobody else. You dig?